Hello everybody, this is Cameron Snow with Danomics.com. All right, we're going to be going through some more decline curve analysis basics with Danomics today. So in our previous videos, we created our project, filtered down to our relevant data set, we forecast out on a single well basis, we generated some multi-well type curves that we normalized to lateral length. Um, and now, as we're going through and we're QCing our work, we notice that there are some wells that aren't well behaved. So, most of our wells, we're going to see this, very typical, hyperbolic decline where we can, forecast that out quite easily, really get a good fit on here. But there's some wells like this where, you know, the production history is more complicated. And so Danomics lets you handle this through a feature that we call multi-segment declines with our uplift analyzer. So in a typical well, you'll notice here that we have decline parameters and it's just one set of parameters per well. Now we can make that more complicated. So we can come over here and we can try to get a decline here for this first period. Um, and we have trouble fitting this, because we have this complicated history. But what we can do is we can actually split this history up by adding segments. And in this case, I'm going to add 3 segments to this well. So we're going to start off with an early segment here. We're going to have a middle segment and then an ending segment here. So we've got 3 segments for this well. For each of these, we can have the end date of the segment, a unique start date, and we can come in and build out these declines. So we're going to start here with this first segment. And we can see this well, it came on at, you know, uh, a bit here, and maybe we want to put a bit of a higher B factor on that, have that curve flatten out a little bit. Here for the second one, do we want to have it start here? Do we want to, focus more on this part of the decline? We can do that. It really depends on how you want to shape that decline. I'm going to put a little bit more. Um, Oops, I actually put that on the gas phase there. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply those parameters down here. All right, once again, we're putting this fit on here, and then finally we've got our ending segment. Our ending segment, we don't have much data, so I'm going to use that that lateral length adjusted type curve here, and we get this for our final segment in here. And once we've done this, we can now get an understanding of, hey, what was our cumulative production and our EUR for that first segment? How much uplift did we create on this second segment? And then finally, how much did we add with this third segment that we've added? And this is an interesting way for us to come through and understand the well history. We don't know what happened to this well. I expect there were some operational changes. They changed the pump, they changed the lift mechanism. Maybe they went in and refracked the well here later in its life. But we can capture that and we can understand the impacts of it. And once you understand, that for your own wells where you have a lot more data, you can make a real impact on your interpretations and understand the value of the different activities you're doing in the field. And we're only looking at this for oil, but of course we can also look at that for our gas as well. Does the story we're pitching here make sense for the gas? And we can even look at that for the water phase as well. All right. And, we can put those stories together and combine them if we want to as well. And that is how we can look at wells with multiple segments, multiple different operational and producing phases here in Danomics. All right, this video was short, but I hope it was useful to you, and hope it highlights, how we can handle some of the more complex situations here in Danomics and get some extra information and understanding out of our data. All right. If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more, you can always contact us at sales@danomics.com. Thank you.